for U.S. expats living in Canada, what W2? So this is as they pay as you earn taxes in the U.S. So the W2 taxes paid qualifies for the foreign tax credit calculations. So they went on to say federal income tax withheld, Social Security taxes withheld, and Medicare taxes withheld in the U.S. Would that qualify for the foreign tax credit calculations on the Canadian returns?
As a matter of fact, yes, it would qualify for it, because what happens is you're filing your US tax filings, and then when we actually file the Canadian taxes right here, we do have to consider the taxes paid, and within that we look at the W2. But what CRA has done right now is there was a time when we would just take the tax return because of the timing of it. We would take the W2 provided by our clients and we would file the Canadian tax return based on the information on W2. They come back to us and say, no, we actually want to see the tax return that has been filed to actually know the total amount, the actual tax that has been paid in the US for us to give the foreign tax credit. So it becomes a circular calculation because of the timing of it. So invariably what happens is I tell my clients that you're providing this information, but be informed that 6 months down the road, you're going to get a notice of assessment that is going to change these numbers because of the new information that they will be getting. Okay, cool. Any want to add?
Sure, Bala. I think, CRA looks at how the term taxes is defined in the US. So the definition does cover, I think, Medicare and that other taxes you mentioned. Sometimes there is, and I have faced that a question in the past as well, where the state taxes, sometimes CRA pushes back, saying that the state tax that you pay would not be given a foreign tax credit because that's not defined within the definition of the taxes, the way these are defined within the treaty. Mostly I have seen that these are accepted for foreign tax credit purposes. But yes, as Bala said, it is not what is there on W2, it is what you file in your tax return would eventually be considered by CRA.
That is interesting. And the point that Bala that you made earlier, I've seen that as well. We have a few clients that are dual, exposed to both jurisdictions, Canada and the US. And historically, it was simple when whoever it is in Canada is doing the returns. But within recent times, like the last couple of years or so, we've seen the CRA push back and they want to see both the original documents of the W2 plus the tax return, as you said. So it does seem to be increased vigilance on the part of the CRA. Now, as you mentioned that the issues at the state level, what about the client, the person who asked the question didn't ask this, but it just triggered my thinking. What about at the provincial level? Do the provinces give tax credits for taxes paid in the US or no foreign tax credits?
To the best of my understanding, I have not seen them giving that credit. Okay. Now, and one of the reasons that this change has happened is because of data sharing between IRS and CRA. It's got very significant, and now they're also going globally. So I've had clients where they had some interest income and other income from Lloyd's Bank, and they did not report it, and it was caught because of the exchange of information. So the net is big, global.
Absolutely. There's no more hiding. Secrecy is dead.
So if you're a 6, 7, or 8-figure investor, entrepreneur, or business owner who needs a tailor-made solution from a qualified team of professionals, we can help you achieve the international lifestyle, the freedom, and even the tax savings you're looking for. Visit us at htj.tax and live that international life.